Hey everyone, it's DKGM and welcome back to another video. It's been a minute since we've got any new updates for either Super Smash Bros. 2 or Super Smash Bros. Crusade, but a few weeks ago, Super Smash Bros. Crusade did get updated. Not a full update, but in this video, I'm going to go over everything new in Super Smash Bros. Crusade 0.9.5 demo. The first thing we're going to go over is the brand new UI, and honestly, I'm glad we're actually getting a UI for the main menu. It's not for every menu, but at least we have something for the main menu, and while I don't extremely like it that much, it's at least a step in the right direction. Though I do think the character select screen looks a little weird with all the blue swirling in the background, though it definitely is better than just having nothing back there. Now we're going to move on to characters, and there's two new resprites and two new characters. And first we'll go over resprites, and the first one is going to be Sonic. And honestly, I really like Sonic. This might be my favorite iteration of Sonic in any Smash game. In the official Smash games, he's pretty unoriginal with a lot of spin dashes and stuff, but in this game he actually has a lot of normals that don't revolve around spin dash. He also has a meter that helps with his side B, which can make it stronger, which I think is really cool, and Sonic just feels really fun to play as. The other resprite is going to be Ristar, and I never really played Ristar that much in the older versions of Crusade, but now that I'm actually trying him out, he's a lot of fun. He's a grappler, and most of his specials will revolve around that, but they go really far, and I know it's very similar to his games, but I never realized how far he reached. Like, they're like Belmont length, as in Smash Ultimate, and he's a lot of fun. He's a little slow for my liking, so I don't know if I'd actually take him very seriously to play as, but he's honestly a lot of fun to play as well. And now we have our two brand new characters, and the first one's going to be Patamon from the Digimon series. And I was really shocked to see another Digimon character, considering the last update was our first Digimon character being Agumon. But Patamon genuinely might be my brand new main. He is so fun. He has a lot of multi-hits, like his dash attack. Once he catches you, he spins you up in a multi-hit move, which is so cool. And all his specials just shoot projectiles and stuff like that, and he charges forward at you. He's a very aggressive character, which is sort of my liking. And his Nair is extremely broken. It's very big, lasts for a really long time, and can just combo you way off stage. Not to mention the fact that he has multiple jumps and a glide. And he's also small. I forgot to mention that one. He's also small. So Patamon's probably going to be a really broken character, and I'm going to be first to hop on that train because Patamon is so fun to play as. Now, I've been praising these new characters and resprites pretty highly, but this is the exception. Our other newcomer is Vegeta from Dragon Ball, and I really don't like him. He has pretty short range minus his specials, and those are either really slow or really weak. He has to be in your face, and even then his combo game is just alright. Pretty disappointed in this one since all the other characters are so fun. The second thing I'm going to be talking about is the brand new stages, and honestly it blows my mind how we keep getting so many brand new and returning stages in every single update. It's just insane how they keep making such high quality stages, honestly. Except in this update, a lot of these stages aren't super high quality, if I'm being honest. So we have a training room actually for the first time, and you can play this outside of just training mode. You can play this in any mode. And we only have one returning stage, which is Whomp's Fortress from Super Mario 64. Now, in the Smash games, it's not really Whomp's Fortress, it's actually Peach's Castle, but it keeps the same layout and changes everything to be as Whomp's Fortress rather than another Peach's Castle stage, which I think is really cool. But as for new stages, we have The Beginning from Smash Bros. 64 from the intro, and then we have Devil's Machine from Earthbound, Dragon's Gate from Fire Emblem, Second Sector from Mach Rider, Shinjuku Station from Sin and Punishment, Wii Fit Studio from Wii Fit, Crossroad from Goemon, Pac-Land from Pac-Man, Cress from Klonoa, and Tenkaichi Budokai from Dragon Ball. So the issue I have with these new stages is that a lot of them are kind of just one platform or a couple platforms and nothing else, and even then the backgrounds are pretty bland too. The two that I really want to mention are Dragon's Gate from Fire Emblem and Second Sector from Mach Rider, as those are pretty boring to look at and not stages where I'd be like, oh, I want to go there. Those stages just don't really seem very cool, and I think the Crusade team should be more so focusing on improving on old stages rather than continuously adding new stages, because at this point there's like over 60 stages, and now there's even multiple pages for the stages as well. So I think maybe we should tone it down a bit on the stages, but at the same time, I'm not one who's working on this game, so who am I to say? But there's one huge part of this brand new update, and that's unique boss battles. We have two of them, and the first one is Dr. Eggman for Sonic's Classic Mode, and I was very surprised at how difficult this boss fight was. It's kind of like you have to know what you need to do beforehand, because once you actually realize what you need to do, it's pretty easy, and thankfully Sonic is fast, so he can get around a lot of Eggman's stuff. But at the same time, it's a really cool boss fight. It's probably a reference to some Sonic game, but I don't really play those games, so I wouldn't know. But at the same time, it's a really cool boss fight, and that's really all I have to say about that one. And our other boss fight is probably the most insane boss fight I've ever played in a Smash game ever, and that's going to be Millenniumon from Digimon, which is a boss fight for both Agumon and Patamon. And I just was not expecting any of what happened. It's an insane boss fight where he just will shoot everything on stage at once, and you just have no way of avoiding it, and you have to like really be able to download what the boss is going to be able to do, because I was not expecting it to do anything that it was doing, because why would I expect a boss to do this in a Smash game? But I think I got kind of lucky since I was playing as Patamon and I could just float off stage for a second if I needed to, because I think doing this as Agumon would probably be pretty hard. So good thing I was playing as Patamon, and like I said, Patamon's broken. But Millenniumon is also broken, and that boss fight was insane. And that's everything in the new update. Obviously it's not as big of an update because it's just a demo, but the fact that we got all this in just a demo, I'm pretty impressed. Though I will say, I think Crusade does have a bit of an issue of quantity over quality, whereas Super Smash Bros. 2 takes their time with updates if need be, and will pump out really high quality stuff and resprites like that. But as for Crusade, I think they more so need to focus on resprites rather than continuously adding more characters and stages, as I was playing through some old characters and they have some really old sprites. They look like early 2010, maybe even late 2000s quality sprites, and I think that's something that needs to be fixed. There's obviously, I'm just going to say that there's too many to name. Like, the fact that Zero Suit Samus used to be in the game and she was just cut because her sprite was that bad, I think there's a bit of an issue with that. So I think in the future, resprites need to be something that the Crusade team needs to fix. And I know they said eventually every character is going to get a resprite, it's just a matter of when, but I think that's like top priority, honestly. But aside from that, that's everything in the new update, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.